Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. You guys ever heard of the saying, everybody's a critic? Well, once in a while people come in and say, hey, who does your buying? I was like, well, I do. And they're like, let me know if you need some help sometime. Well, what does that really mean? Stay tuned. All right, so everybody's a critic. So everybody says, hey, let me know if I can help you with the buying. And I'm like, okay, sure. But again, what does that really mean? It means you're doing a crappy job and I don't like the crap you bought. So I can definitely help you. That's what it means. And I mean like, okay, fine. But the thing that you don't know is buying isn't easy. If you've ever been a buyer of anything, especially clothing, anything in retail, you would know. But for those of you who haven't and think it's, so fun to just buy clothing all day long, buy some cute skirts or buy a nice shirt, just because, you don't see what you like on the rack. I get it. I even had that thought before. But just so you know, as I walk through this pro shop, I'm going to tell you why and how I came to get the assortment for this time around. Because things change. Things change fast. I mean, every 3 months, a new color comes out. Every 6 months, a new style comes out. Every year, we got the new color. Whether it's teal or some other ugly color, that seems to be the fad. So it may not be the fad here, but it's the fad worldwide or globally. So, but the easy answer for a lot of this stuff is the rackets are pretty much a given. You get what sells and you get the top rackets and you call it a day. As long as you have a Clash, a Pure Drive, an Ultra, an E-Zone, a V-Core, a Radical, a Speed, right? I mean, those are your core rackets. You're going to sell a ton of those. That part is pretty easy. The hard part is kind of the rest of the stuff and knowing your customer. Okay, so I'll actually start with kids here. We know these are going to probably sell because some mother or grandmother is going to say, oh, that's so cute. Oh, I got to get that for my kid or grandkid. So the little dresses are always going to sell. And then these are solid colors, so it's nice and simple and easy. I could probably do pink in this and it'll sell. I can probably do baby blue and it'll sell. So these are the easy answers. Obviously, pandemic, we got masks, right? Okay, gotta get masks just because you need them. It's a necessity. Water bottles, right? Gotta get water bottles. Can't be wasting paper cups, Sunscreen's a given, okay? Love that sunscreen, guys. Okay. I've had a lot of people say, man, my back of my neck's getting burned. My ears are getting burned. This is the necessity. This is actually like a bird watching hat. But people do wear this to play tennis, even though it's kind of like a wind thing. It holds you up a little bit. But hey, it serves a purpose, right? You ain't getting burnt anymore. But I probably sold 200 of these hats in the last 5 years. People do wear this to play tennis. Surprise, huh? Big visors, just to cover up your eyes and make sure you don't burn around your cheeks, right? So all these serves a purpose. There's a purpose behind the visors and the hats, So why did I choose this? We have a team here called the Cheetahs, right? cheetahs. Doesn't that look like a cheetah print to you? Plus it's green. So, right? Know your audience. Now, remember I told you the story of I Be Cool and why I love wearing the brand? All right, so this is actually the women's section. The women's section. And these are actually the brand new patterns. Remember I told you about the lady member who had to have this and say, you have to have this, after coming back from Miami on her yachting excursion and with the SPF 50. Well, they buy this place off the rack in this stuff. And everybody gets all the various bright colors, and man, it's kind of crazy how we sell a ton of these. I know probably in your store, it ain't going to happen, but here, we sell them. Obviously, we have the clientele for that, though. Plus, for those of you those people who don't like the colors, there are solids too, but ultra great fabric. You know, if you've ever tried the brand, again, it's I Be Cool. You will absolutely love it, especially if you're in a hot and humid climate, because it does keep your skin cool. Okay? Now, every pro shop should have fleece, because, and I call this lounge wear. You know, you wear this to lounge around in, right? These have been a staple for probably 30 years here, and I sell out all the time. People love this stuff. The thicker, the better, especially where we are. You know, in the Bay Area, we're nice and cold. You know, that'll keep you nice and comfy. Backpack. I still got one. This is my last one of this backpack by Go Sports. One of the best backpacks on the market today. All right, moving along. Got to get my basics, you know. Got to get the old club polo. Got the I Be Cool polo too. You know, you got to have that stuff. Somebody's in town, somebody's visiting, you bring in a guest. They're going to buy that. Bring it back as a souvenir, right? It is cold out here. It is, you know, like we have the coldest summers out here in San Francisco. So I do sell some of this warm stuff in the summer months. So, like I said, got to know your customer. I know I went from crazy looking yacht wear to conservative menswear here. And I got more conservative menswear here. One of my top selling things right now is this thing. The super ultra thick, you know, sweater. Ultra thick, man. This is like freaking polar stuff, man. You wear this to the Arctic. But everybody's been buying it. It's been ridiculous. So moving along. I mean, guys, if we stick with the grays, the whites, the navies and the blacks in men's, we're pretty safe. If we deviate from this, you better have that customer, okay? You better have that customer. So I stick with the basics for men. I mean, even for this assortment here, right? We went with like a light gray, a dark gray, some navy here, some black, and then my Asics jackets. Pretty simple, black and navy. Can't lose with black and navy, pants or jackets. That's gonna sell no matter what. I Be Cool shorts have been selling wonderfully. If you haven't tried an I Be Cool short on, you're missing out. Give that a shot, okay? I Be Cools. This is like my fourth rack, literally selling out every time. And then over here, we got a little more loungewear. I'll show it to you. I'll bring it to you. So this is women's, right? You can't envision some mom wearing that. You might be some mom wearing that, because this is my last one. So someone's been buying that, and probably some mother or grandmother. All right, so moving on. Let me show you some hats, guys. Obviously, you got to have a Nike hat, white, black. Obviously logo hats are huge here. I got Fila to do my logo hats. Got a little Asics visors. Got a little logo visors. Did a little head visors. Got little no headache visors. For those of you who are car dealers out there, you know. Yeah, whatever. Look, I even have some like hunting hat, you know, some camo thing. That's for the youngsters. Again, I do a lot of these because a lot of these sell. It's got a nice soft touch to the hands. Last one of this. So that must have been good. Some kind of ocean wave looking like thing from Leisure. And obviously, you know what I mean. See the skirt that matches the top? I have people that buy these. I have people that wear these. They are, as you can see, a little bit on the longer side for more coverage, right? To protect you from the sun. I know you guys are probably thinking, whoa, that's some crazy patterns there you got there. But again, right, it depends on your clientele. I mean, before that lady introduced me to this brand, I would have been like, oh yeah, no way. But, you know, she's opened my eyes. How about some musical notes, guys? I actually like that. When I first saw that, I was like, yep, that's gonna probably sell. Whoa. What's up, Naomi? Hope you're doing okay. Anyways, accessories is a no-brainer. You just gotta get some nice socks in different sizes, different thicknesses, different lengths. You know, pretty much can't lose with that. Thorlo is the name of the game. Grips, pretty easy. You get head replacement grips, Dunlop over grips, Wilson over grips, Turner grip, super crap. You know, I've been having a hard time getting wristbands, but I got them from Fila. So, you know, this stuff is easy. It's the clothing that everybody criticizes. Okay, let's take a look at this clearance rack. Okay. So, clearance rack usually means somebody made a mistake. And who's that somebody? Well, it's probably this guy right here. Okay? Well, they said tie-dye was in. Well, it ain't in that much here, obviously. So, I missed the mark on that. Looks like I missed the mark twice. This was last season. This is kind of this season. So, if you guys want tie-dye, give me a holler. They're on sale. Yeah, this is, you know, some of this stuff, you know, it's kind of hit and miss. These are kind of on the wild side. Let's finish up over at the shoe wall here. You know, we went over some shoes already, but for some reason, I still have these blue ones, but not many. I don't have many blue ones. Women did buy this color, even though the men wanted it more, as I keep saying. But, you know, it's when buying shoes and in buying clothing, people think that, you know, sky is the limit, that you could pretty much pick a myriad of styles and colors and designs. That's actually not true. You are bound by what's in their catalog. And a lot of the times I call it best of the worst. Some seasons, there's nothing good to buy, in my opinion. Therefore, you're stuck with buying kind of the best of the worst colors and the best of the worst designs. So, I mean, that's kind of like how, you know, you get stuck with this, even though I liked it. But, you know, I didn't mind the Tokyo, but, I mean, this color is a little tough to sell. This one's definitely going to be great for girls, but not women. Truthfully, if they didn't play with this color at Australia, at the Australian Open, probably wouldn't have gotten it. This is a crazy color that I would wear, but it's kind of on the pinker side, so it's tough to get people to wear it. This has been a tough color to sell. So that's a men's Eclipsion shoe in that orange. I mean, it's a tough one. It'll probably go on the sale rack is my guess, but it's a super comfortable shoe, but just a wild color, you know? It's like, almost. Land of the Rising Sun right there. Now, bags. It took me 7 years to find this bag. I was not satisfied until I could find a big bag, right? A big beach bag like this, but a nice deep big bag. But I wanted a zipper. See, I wanted a zipper to protect stuff, you know, because I see all these other bags out there that they don't have a zipper. You just kind of leave it open. I call this the diaper bag that hedge fund people use. You know what I'm talking about, huh? All of you hedge fund guys wear these bags. It has your company on it. And anyway, whatever. Okay, so let's look at my mistakes here. Final run. Okay, so we got one of these left. I overdid it on the whites, looks like. This is Egyptian cotton. This wasn't my fault because the sizes ran a little too big. So if you're a medium, you buy a small. So the sizes were pretty generous on this stuff. I mean, it didn't look like I made too many mistakes. I mean, these were reversible. These were vests that I had going on for the winter. But yeah, it's like what I say, guys. Sometimes you don't get to choose, or you can only choose the best of the worst. You guys think you can buy some clothes? You guys think you can buy women's clothes? Women come in and say, hey, who buys your women's clothes? I said, I do. And I've been buying women's clothes for 30-some years. And I'm still learning. Okay? Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.